Recording in progress.
Yes, those guys online, how are you guys?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Fine, how are you, sir?
Oh, good, all right. So I want now you guys to actually settle down in class so that we actually start, right? Rosa? Yes. Has to be settled, so we basically start. Everything fine next time. Right. We are going to be a little bit fast today because we would want to meet time. What we have prepared should be able to meet time altogether. So we want us to cover actually a lot or everything, if not a lot. Yes, we are just continuing. But I would like to provide that paper. So I believe we have gone through, and I would want to hear from your side which question was basically giving you problems. So we basically start with it. Number? Okay. Yes, okay. From this side, Kagwire, I'm hearing your number is number 4. Number 14. Okay, on page 14, question 4. Yes. Which question is given you some challenges? Which question is found to be challenging when you were doing the question paper? So we have not done it before. Question is this one. Okay, 12. Okay, and this one. Yes, page 12, 10B. 10B, all right. So, okay, therefore, if this is also part of the question, so then we just have to start here, but we are going to speed up a little bit, né? Because we want to do more of question paper, we just be at one place. Are we together? All right. So when you look at this question number 8, it's actually what do you see? Trees, right? Trigonometry. So it says a land surveyor is carrying out a survey on a horizontal ground. He observes that point A is 800 meters away from O on a bearing of 60 degrees. Okay, everything is basically presented right here out together. So everything is there. So for bearings, whatever angles, you just need to read with understanding. Yeah? So it's not something challenging before. I'm wondering now the movements here. Where are we not? This one's we're just here for. Thank you. May take a seat. This one. Yes, we do not have paper 4, but we only have paper 2. So if paper 4 was already given to you, was provided to you yesterday. Yes. Thank you. Where are they? All right. So. All right. So now it says that I want us to focus. Okay. So we are actually in the lesson. Probably 6 minutes. Right. The land surveyor also observes that point B is 900 meters from O. Okay. So it's also presented there. Okay. And due south of the point A. The point C, 1,000 meters due west of O. We are just speaking some languages in terms of hearings now. But everything is presented there already. So this, if you don't understand whatever is written here, as well, you can see that the information is given here. So, somebody is actually, but I cannot. Right. So those that are actually online, I just want you guys to be in a quiet environment. Okay. So ensure that you are at a quiet environment and yes, be involved in the teaching and learning. Right? You guys are hearing me, right? Great. Okay. So now it says that the land surveyor walks directly from C to A. Okay. Imagine it's saying that directly from what? Basically from C to A. Okay. So from C to A. Are we together? Okay. So I will basically have to draw that. Where can I find my ruler? Okay. I will probably get it tomorrow. All right. So from basically it says that the land surveyor walks from where? Directly from C to A. Calculate the distance from C to A. Are we together? Calculate the distance from C to A. But you can see that there is no line drawn there. It means that now this now cognitions come in now. Therefore, you have to think and you come up with that line. Okay. So you need to come up with a line from C to A. Are we together? So this forms a triangle. Can you see that? So it actually forms a triangle, which is right here. Can you see that? Okay. So you can come up, when it comes to trigonometry, you need to come up with your own figures. Eh? So it will better help you. Okay. So it says calculate the distance from C to A. How are we going to calculate that? Yes. It is a non-90 triangle. So non-90 triangle, how do we calculate sides and angle? We use 2. Not so katoa for non-90 degrees. We actually use the cosine rule and the sin rule. Are we together? We actually use the sin rule and the cosine rule. Okay. Now, on this side, what are we basically going to use? We are going to use the cosine rule. Are we together? So we are going to use the cosine rule there. So I have to minimize this because we need to see the figure when we are writing. I'm not sure, but you guys should be seeing now the number. So we are using the cosine rule on this side. Okay. So what you need to know this angle, right? Are we together? You need to know that angle, is it? Yes. So the cosine rule says that if you are finding we are going now to lay down. Okay, this side will be small letter A because of that capital letter. This one, the whole of that one is going to be small letter O, isn't it? Because the sides take what? Take the opposite angles, yeah? But with a small letter, okay? And this side is going to be small letter C because of that one. Are we together? Okay, therefore we are looking for side O. The Recursion rule says that when you are looking for that one, it's going to be O squared equals what? Okay, the angles, I mean the sides that are given this and that one, you add them together by this squared. Eh? So you are going to say A squared plus what? Plus actually C squared. We know the value of C is 800 meters, is it? We know the values of CO is actually what? 1,000, is it? Right? Then you actually say what? Minus, yes, minus these two angles, okay? Minus 2AC. Then you say because it's a cos in rule, it will be what? Cos of what? Cos of this angle. Are we together? Cos of this angle. O. All you need is to plug in. Are we together? So, but you don't know angle. This angle O is the whole of this. This is 60. This is 90. 60 plus 90 is equal to what? 150. Are we together? Now it's just substitution. Eh? Therefore, this is going to be A is what? 1,000 squared plus C is what? 800 squared minus 2, 1,000, and then multiplying what? 800. I want you guys to be using your calculators now. Cos of what? Cos of 150, okay? So that one will give you what? Yes, it will give you 3 million. The whole answer. Yes, the whole answer here, it will give you 3 million. Yes, 3,025,640.646. Yes, just use your calculator. It will give you a big number. Are we together? Okay. So it will give you 3,025,600 and what? And 40 point what? Point what? Yes, correct. 646. Thank you for those that are online. They are even giving us answers now from here. Are we together? Remember, you are looking for what? You are looking the distance for C to A. Are we together? C to A, which is O. But remember, O is what? Is squared. Are we together? So what removes a square? It's a square root. Okay, so this one will basically cancel with it. What you do there, you actually do it where? On the other side. Are we together? And then you have your O to be what? Yes, 1,739.43 something or something like that. Are we together? But remember, this is not an exact answer. So it should be rounded correct to what? 3 significant figures. Ne? 3 significant figures. So which numbers are significant? 1, 2, 3. So we need to look at this. Is it 5 or more? Yeah. Yes, it's more than 5 actually. Therefore, we add a 1 here and the others will be what? Will be 0. Therefore, it's going to be what? 1,740 point that one. Are we together? So it's going to be 1,740. Okay, so it is like that. Are we happy? Yes. Stand for. I'm letting you know. I believe I didn't damage your language. Yes, so basically we have to continue as we have said today. Now it says calculate the bearing of C from O. Are we together? So we are going to move up and down because the image is right up there. We need to use this one. The bearing of C from O. Remember the properties of bearing. 3 significant figures. Draw your north pointer. Move clockwise. Are we together? You draw your north pointer away exactly on top of the letter on top of the last letter altogether. O from what? A. We are going to draw that one there. It's A, né? And then you draw an angle until you touch the line of what? Of O. So this will be what? That will be your bearing, and then you would have to find it. So let's do it on this side, okay? Let me just click out something. Yes. It won't be? What is it? No, it's fine. It's okay. I understand what you are saying. That it's not going to be. Is it the answer, the angle, or the not pointer? Yes, but all you need is just to draw it. It will be parallel. It will be straight altogether. Okay. So it means from where? O from what? C, isn't it? Altogether. Class, it says the bearing of what? Of O from, no, that one is the second one. C from O, is it? Yes, C from O. So you are going to draw your north pointer at the last one, which is what? Which is actually O altogether, which is actually O. Where is O? Right here. Okay, so where is O? Right here. And then you draw your north pointer. It's already there, but I want you guys to know it. Now you need to calculate what is that bearing. You need to find it. It means you have to go clockwise until you touch the line of what? Of C. C is right there. You stop there. Are we together? If they are saying the bearing of what? Of basically B from O, you go like this until you end at B. Are we together? So the bearing they want is actually this one. You only need to calculate that. Okay? So you already know that. You already know that this one here is what? Is 180. Are we together? Can you see that? And this one here is what? 90. Therefore, that bearing is going to be 180 plus what? Yes. So that bearing is going to be actually. Yes, it's going to be 270. Okay, so it's going to be up there. All right, so that one is basically going to do what? So it's going to be 180 plus 90, and then you get what? 270 degrees. Yes. Come again. We should always 180 right here. Angle formed on a straight line. This one. Yes, you go clockwise. 9, that is 180 plus 90 is actually what? Yes. So you go like this, following the what? Following a clock, man. You don't have it here, but you're following. Okay? Yes. So are we fine with that one? Yes, those guys online, are we happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now the next one is the bearing of O from A. It means we are going to draw our north pointer away at A. Okay? So we are going to draw it at A until we end at what? At O. Okay? It's right there. It doesn't matter where it is. Are we together? In the end, there will be a line connecting those two letters. Are we together? So you draw your north pointer right there. Okay? And then you go what? You basically go clockwise. Okay? So you are now, you go clockwise from there. From what? That north pointer until O. That is the line of what? That is the line of O. This one is for B. You cannot end there. Are we together? So what do they want? This. Yes. So you can already see that this one is an angle formed with. This is actually an angle formed on a straight line right here, 180. Okay, and then the other one that you can as well take out is what? You can as well take out this angle right here. Okay, so this angle here, are we together? You can take out that angle which is alternate angles, right? So a Z right here. Can you see? What is the property of a Z? Says what? So it means alternate angles are the same, okay? So whatever is here is also whatever is there. That is actually a Z. Yeah? So here is also what? It's also 60. Yes, so there's so many ways. There's so many ways. Another one, so somebody can find this angle here and remove it from 360. So for bearings, you have a lot of ways. Eh? Yes, so I'll now basically do that one. O from this color is a little bit. Yes. Okay, O from A. So it's going to be what? It's going to be 180. This 180 here. Plus what? Plus actually this 60, okay? This 60. So plus that 60 gives you what? 240 degrees. It's already in three significant figures, right? Yes. So it's already, yes?
Which line is for O?
What again?
Which line is for O?
Which line is for O? Here you don't need to actually know it for now altogether. So you cannot tell that the line of O is this one. You will see it when they pair it with a letter altogether. So if they say the bearing of what? Of O from basically what? B altogether. So you know already the line of O will be this. It's going to be like that because it's connecting with this O with that. Are you getting it? Yes. Okay. So
that question is not saying it's not saying bearing from O up, O from A.
yes.
Now it's from A there until O.
Yes, until O. Can you see this is your north pointer? It doesn't. Yes, this is your north pointer. And then you go, it means this, which line connects these two letters is the one that you are going to enter. So you come from your north pointer, you will not end there because there is no line connecting what? A and O. The only line is that one and then you end there. Yes.
So, sir, it is from B, it will also be 260. I mean 240.
From B to what?
Oh,
From B to O. From B to O, it means you are drawing at O and then you go like this.
no, I mean like.
Unless from O to B, yes, O to B is going to be like this. So you draw your north pointer and then you basically go clockwise like that. So this will be the bearing, but then you need to know you need to know this angle here. Remove it from 360. Yes. Not 60, I'm not sure yet. Okay. So thank you for that. We yes. Mm-hmm. The other angle is 60 because alternate angles are equal. It says there. Thank you. All right, so all these ones are actually worked out. It's just that the diagram is up there for those that are online, but it was as well shown there. That one is 180. No. So the other one up there, so it was actually done. So it's actually what? So 180 plus 60.
Recording in progress.
And then you get it to be 240 degrees. Ne? It's already in three significant figures. Are we together? Okay, so that one is fine. But if I add something here and say the bearing of A from O, are we together? The bearing of A from O, what is that one? Who can tell me? The bearing of what? The bearing of A from O, are we together? So it's going to be 60. The bearing of A from O, you go to the last one, you draw your north pointer there. And then you go until you find the other one. So it's that one. So it's basically this. But it's 60. This is an angle, but not the bearing. Are we together? It should be in three significant figures. You write it as 0, 60. Are we together? So it's like that. Yeah? So this one is the correct one in terms of bearing. This one will be wrong in case it comes in the exam. Are we fine online?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So they say, now calculate what? Angle OBA. It means we are going to find the angle what? Angle B. How do you know that it's 60? Let's see. Angle OBA, right? Yes, let me just maximize this side. All right, so we are finding angle what? We are actually finding angle OBA, okay? OBA. How do we find that angle? How do we find that angle? Yes, so how do we find it? Somebody has an idea.
Also,
Mhm.
I think, like, you see the left side angle,
Mhm.
AOB.
Okay, which property are we going to use? So you think it's going to be what? Assumption. It's not going to be an equilateral triangle because OA is not equal to OB.
980.
Wonderful. Now what you are going to do is that class. Remember when it comes to trigonometry in terms of angles, know three things. See the triangle first, identify the triangle. When it comes to angles whatsoever, identify the triangle altogether. If it's 90-degree triangle, if it's a right angle triangle, in order for you to find a side or an angle, you use Pythagoras or Pythagoras Theorem. If the triangle is non-90, sin rule and cosine rule for finding a side and for finding what? An angle altogether. So that is the property that you need to know. Okay, so this one is actually a non-90 altogether. So it is a non-90. On this side is actually what? You know is 60. This you do not know. It's just your angle theta that you do not know. But remember, you can use the sin rule when what? When an angle is given in opposite side, and also when the side is given but a missing one. A missing angle. So we can use what? The sin rule, okay? So we can basically now use the sin rule on this side. So this is fully given. But what is actually pending? What is pending is standing right here. Okay? So can you see that we can use the sin rule? Eh? Because you are looking for the angle, you are going to say what? Because you are looking for the angle, you will basically say, I need space now. Yes, those that are online, are we fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are now using this space, not the down one, because we need to see the figure. Are we together? I believe you are fine with it. Okay, so when you are looking for the angle in terms of the sin rule, it means the angle will be up. Are we together? So we are looking for angle B. So it's going to be sin B over small b for the length. Okay, should be equal to what? Should be equal now the fully given pair, okay, which is what? Sin A, which is 60 over small a. Then you fit in. Sin what? Sin B you do not know, but side B is what? Side B is actually 800, okay? Equals what? Sin A, you know sin A is what? A is actually what? This A is 60, this 60 for 8 for this A, okay? So you divide it by what? You divide it by A, and what is A? A is actually 900 altogether, small letter A, okay? So that one is 900, okay? What do you do? Cross multiply. Or you can even find this directly. So you cross multiply, okay? This one will be 900 because sin b times z 900, sin what? B equals what? 800, sin 60. And then for you to find now, the next one you divide by what? You divide by 900, you divide this side by 900, okay? So this cancels, you will have what? Sin Sin B equals what? What are you having?
0.769.
Yes. Now for you, you have that. I'll just rewrite it. 800 sin 60 over 900. Okay. Now remember what removes a square. No, I'm just asking general now. What removes a square? A square root. What removes a cube? A cube root altogether. What removes something in a trigonometric function is an inverse. If you want your b out of a trig function, your a out there is an inverse of that. Okay? So therefore, b is going to be what? The inverse of that function. Okay? Sin inverse of what? Sin inverse of, yes, sin inverse of that answer altogether. Okay? So sin inverse of the whole of that 800, sin what? Sin 60 over 900. And then you get that angle B to be what? You have gotten it to be what? Correct. 50.3 degrees. Okay, so it's actually correct. Those guys that are online, are we fine?
Yes, sir.
Just bear in mind that when it comes to finding of these angles, if it's not 90, sin rule, cosine rule. If it's 90, Pythagoras Theorem and SOHCAHTOA. Are we together? Now the next question says that the length surveyor then walks from A towards B until he reaches a point P, where CP is minimum. Okay, calculate the distance of CP. I think we have our papers now. So we just need to go there and calculate the distance of CP. So, yes. Right. So it says that we should be able to calculate now that distance CP. But where is CP? Is it there? So we need to find it. But they are saying something, right? They have provided us with something already, isn't it? Some additional information. Okay, so yes, they said that the length surveyor then walks from A, is walking from A to what? To B, altogether, until he reaches a point P. They say that where CP is what? P is going to be somewhere there, isn't it? Where CP is what? Is minimum altogether. P, it means that if something is going to be minimum on the triangle, it's going to be the right angle triangle altogether. So if CP, wherever P is, if you make P to be somewhere here, it's not going to be what? Minimum altogether. CP is not minimum. But if you make your P to be right there, it's going to be minimum, isn't it? Because if you draw a triangle, this one will be hypotenuse. Can you see that? Okay, CP will just be right in the middle there. That is CP is minimum. Even if you draw it like from here, this one will be longer. The middle one will always be what? P will be where? In the middle. Is it making sense? Yes. Come again? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everyone's decision should be taken into account here or input. Are we together? Yes. Come again? Yes, we are getting there. I'll repeat again that somebody is walking from here out together. Somebody is walking from here to there, such that he's going to be ending somewhere, such that where this person is going to end, the distance from C to that point is the minimum altogether. So where are you going to put that point? Is it here? So that C there is minimum altogether. So if you imagine there are so many routines, so many ways that if you go like this and you put your P there, is that minimum? Is that small? If you put it somewhere here, this one is even better small, isn't it? Smaller, shorter than this one, isn't it? Altogether. So if you even go like that, you even made it longer. Can you see that? But the moment you are going down like this, it's becoming minimum altogether. So now, if you, now it's actually this in the same line there. That is the minimum one. Because even if he pass this point going down, if you pass this point going down like this, again from here to there, you made it worse altogether. So it's going to be in the middle there. Eh? So yes, now I believe we are fine with that. The question says find what? The question says the distance of CP. That is the question. I want you to understand now. Right? So it means that I'm going to add a line here. This is point 1. That is point P. And it's going to be a right angle. Because this one is also a right angle, because they are straight altogether. Yes, dear.
So can I ask you a question? Is CO the same length as OP?
No, I'm not sure because I don't know the distance of OP. I just said no because of something, but I don't know until we find out. Yes, right? So now, what do we need to do? What do we need to do, class? We actually need to find what? In order for us to know the distance of CP, we need to know what? OP altogether. You can calculate the distance of what? Of OP altogether. So how are you going to do that? You know already this is 90. This one can be what? This one is already what? 30. You know this is 60 altogether. That is actually 60. So you can use what? You can use you can basically use Pythagoras Theorem. It's either you use this one there, this triangle. We also know this angle is 50.3, or isn't it? Yes. So it's not a challenge. The down one is again 90. So we can make use of what? Of the Pythagoras Theorem. SOHCAHTOA. Yes. So we are using SOHCAHTOA there. So we are looking for this side x. Okay. This one will become your opposite, and then which one is given is this one, is the longest, is your hypotenuse. Therefore, you bear in mind your SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so we need what? Opposite and hypotenuse. This one is opposite and hypotenuse is going to be seen. Adjacent and hypotenuse, no adjacent. Adjacent is the one that we are looking for. Can you see? I mean, adjacent is this one, okay? So it's not given there. So this one is the opposite and what? And adjacent, okay? Adjacent is also not what? Given. Therefore, we use sin. And then you say what? Sin equals what? Opposite over hypotenuse, okay? Sin what? Sin 60. Okay, so sorry for that. Yes. Come again? No. The angle always take the opposite altogether. The angle always take the opposite. The other one will be automatic adjacent. If it's this one, this is the reference angle. This one will be opposite, and this one will be adjacent. So only a hypotenuse we know. The other ones will be determined by the opposite and by the reference angle. Altogether? Yes. All right, so this one is sin 60 equals what? What is opposite? You don't know. What is your adjacent is what? 800. How do you find your x? You make this one over 1 and cross multiply. Therefore, your x is going to be what? 800 sin what? Sin 60, okay? So you basically use your calculator and surely you will be able to get it. So what have you gotten? So your x, remember your x is what? It's OP, eh? What did you get? 800 sin 60? 600. 600 and 92. Okay. So 60. All right. Okay. Are you guys fine on 9? 6, 9, 2 point. 82.82. Okay. So basically, if we are to run correct to three significant figure, it's going to be what? 693. Okay, so it's going to be like this altogether. But remember, they said calculate what? The distance of CP altogether. CP, this distance. We know OP, we know also what? CO altogether. So this one you need to add what? Plus 1,000 altogether. Okay, so that one is going to be now 1,693. Okay, so it's going to be there. Are we fine? Yeah, no. That one is out. Now I can answer you that COP is not equal to what? To CP. Yes. It was actually a long question. Are we fine, guys, online?
Yes, sir.
1,602. Yes. Okay. All right. So we move to the next question. Okay. So it says that two spinners are spun simultaneously, and the scores are multiplied together. Okay. When something is happening simultaneously, it means that they are happening at the same time altogether. They are saying two spinners are basically what are spun simultaneously, and the results are what? The results are multiplied together. Okay, this is spinner 1, spinner 2. They say complete the table for possible outcomes altogether. So because they are saying the results are what? Are basically multiplied together. If on spinner 1 a 2 comes, on spinner 2 a 3 comes. So you are going to say 2 times 3 is going to be what? Accurate. Okay, then this one 2 times 4 is going to be what? 8. This time that is going to be what? 10. The next one, 3 times 3 is what? 9, and then you have what? You have 12. 3 times 5 is going to give you what? Is going to give you 15. Then you move to spinner 4 is going to give you what? This is 12, and then 4 times 4 is going to give you 16. 4 times 5 is going to give you what? 20. We have completed the table. I think there's somebody that someone who said this question.
Hello, Mr. K.
Yes, Master Frank.
How are you doing?
All good. How are we, sir?
Good, good. Hello, Mr. K. Just a thing that I wanted to ask the learners. Everybody online and those that are in person.
No, sir.
Just by a raise of hands, those in person, maybe Mr. Katemo can count. How many of you would want to make use of the transport? Mr. K, you can just count for us so we can determine whether we should let the bus come or maybe a smaller car. Because it seems like we're not, because the interest that was there was plus minus 20 learners, but it doesn't look like that. And that's what we communicated with the transport guy.
I have to count their hands, right?
Okay, thank you, sir. Please.
Yes, okay, yes, just a minute. Can you raise your hand?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have a response of 5.
Response of 5. Okay.
Yes, 6. There's one who just 6. Surrounded 4.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Then if there's 6, it's okay. Then we'll just let the smaller car come then. Thank you.
Okay. All right, sir.
Okay, sir. So the guy will be there from 6, I think, between 6 and 6:15.
Okay, all right, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, bye. Enjoy your lesson.
Right, sure. You may. You want to say you want to go outside, right? I'm saying outside. Why do you go outside? Huh? Oh, okay. Okay, no, it's fine. Remember, at some point we want to speed up a little bit because there's a lot of things and things are going. But I believe we are catching up. All right, so we have this already. If you cannot see what, okay? Now it says work out the probability of scoring a number less than what? Less than 15 altogether. Probabilities is always what? Number of what? Possible outcome divided by total number of what? Successful outcome. All together.
I have a question.
Yes.
In that case, you also count the 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4.
In terms of?
In terms of the outside.
No. For finding the total possible outcomes, you are going to do what? You are going to multiply. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All together. So you are going to multiply 3 times 3 and is equal to 9. It means when you are finding a probability, the probability is going to be something here divided by the total. That is your n, okay? And that is what you should know. Okay, divided by 9. Are we together? Okay, so whatever we are going to divide by 9, because you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it? Yes, okay. So now it says work out the probability of scoring a number less than 15. Which number is less than 15? So we have what? We basically have so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are having 5. 6. We are having 6. Any other? No. Therefore, it's going to be 6 over what? So it's going to be 6 over 9, which is actually what? 2 over 2 over 3.
66.7.
3 goes in 6 2 times and in 9 3 times. Okay? Yes. The other one is the probability of scoring a number more than what? More than 20. What is that probability? Is 0. There is no number which is more than 20 there. More. No.
20 is not more than 20.
Not. Even this one we have not counted the 15. Eh? 20 is not more than 20. Yes. So that one is what? Is an automatic 0. Okay? And then, yes.
You say 0 over 9.
Such answers, such questions, Mauritius? No.
What did you say? 0%.
So it's just 0. You cannot say this. Just try to put it on your calculator and see what you are getting. Eh? Yes.
So what did you write? 0%.
You can, huh?
0%.
0.0%. Class probabilities are not percentage at all. They are not, no, don't do that. Probabilities, they are not percentage. Are we together? Probabilities are not percentage. Are we together? So there is something 0.2, you know that one is 20 what? 20%. This one is wrong. The probability is only represented in 2 forms. Fraction and decimal fraction. Are we together? It could be the whole fraction or in decimals. This is now the fraction, and this is the decimal. That is all. This one, no percentage in probability is multiple. Eh? That one is wrong. Okay? Of scoring what? A number which is a multiple of 4. We need to count them. What are multiples of 4? You need to count them right here. Okay? So that one will be what? So you have 1, and then you have what? 2, 3, 4. Okay, there are only 4. The number of successful outcomes is 4 over total number of possible outcomes. Yes, sir. Huh? Yes, and 20. Thank you. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yes, somebody say something here. 2 over. You write it in fraction, not decimals. Eh? Write it in fraction. Because decimals, this is a recurring number. I'm not sure if it's an exact number, that one. It's like 1 over 3 is 0.33333, like that. But if you round, it's not the same thing anymore. Yes, take it as a fraction as well. Because? No. Okay. This one is not set. It's not set that sets are not repeated. You only take one. This is another topic. It has also its own language. All right. Therefore, this one is going to be what? It's going to be 5 over what? 5 over 9. Are we together? Okay. That one is going to be 5 over 9. All right. Yes, this one I believe you guys have been doing vectors. When I came, I bet that we're doing vectors, right? Yes. Great. Wonderful. Now it says in the diagram CB, I want you guys to focus me. Sometimes we learn by seeing. Sometimes you don't understand. But when you see you try to imagine this picture that you have seen in the exam, it's what helps you. Okay, some people's memory are actually visual. It's not really something that you need to read. You can close your eyes and picture something altogether. So something they might come in this form. Might come in this form. It says in the diagram CB is equal to what? CB is equal to what? Is basically equals 4cn. It means 4cn. If CB is equal to what? 4 times cn altogether. It means that here they say 1. A 1, here they say what? A 3. Because they should be what? So there will be another one cn there from here to there, another cn there, and the last cn here. Can you see? Because CB is what? Is 4 cn. Is having how many cn? There are 4. Can you see that? So this is cn. Are we together? Are you getting that one? Okay. So I just illustrated that one. So cn, 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 cn. This side from NB is just 3 cn's. Yes. 3. You have even gotten it right now. Okay. Yes, those that are online, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it says express the following vectors in terms of S and or T. Are we together? So N B, remember a vector is what? Both magnitude and direction. You should know where you are going and how big is that one is what you are going to calculate. Okay, if it's changing in direction, it means that this one, if you are going like this, because when you are going like that is what is S. When you are going like that is negative S. All those ones should be common, okay? But they also went further that M, this one they always give it. M is the midpoint. A midpoint cuts something into halves. So M is the midpoint of what? Of AB. It means the distance from here to there is the same. The distance is the same because it's in the middle altogether. Are you getting it? Okay, because it's the midpoint. Then they are saying Cn is that and the Dm is that. Okay, so I have illustrated that. I just have to clean it because I'll be using it. Great. All right. So now NB, it means that you are coming from N going to what? Going to B. What is NB in terms of what? In terms of S or N or what? Or C? It's going to be what?
3s.
It's going to be 3s. Altogether.
Just say Cn was given as 4,
Yes.
which is 4s minus. So it's CB minus Cn, which will give you 3s.
That is correct. Okay. So that is correct. It means that if C, sorry guys. Okay. If CB is what? Is 4, what is 4 Cn out together. It means that, and you know Cn is S. It means that NB is just going to be what? It's just going to be 3s. It's going to be 3s altogether. If you want to get it right, you know the whole of this is going to be what? You know the whole of CB is actually what? It's actually 4s. But they don't want this one. But it's also part of CB. How do you get now NB? Is by removing what? Is by removing 4 is by removing what? S from 4S, ne? Are you getting it? And then you get 3S. So therefore, this one will be actually 3S, okay? So we'll be going up there because of,
Sir,
yes.
can you do it multiplied by NA equal to 5 and 5?
5 what? NA.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. NA is equal to what? 5NX. It means NA, okay, NA is equal to what? 5NX. It means here they say 1, they say what? They say 4 there. From X to 8 is going to be what? Is going to be 4. From? Okay, now where is your question relying to? Is it actually based on which question here? On this one? Okay, we are not using the other one up there. No. Okay, so we want NB. We want NB. What is the distance here? This is what we want. What is the vector here? NB, but NB is on which? Is actually on which vector? It's exactly the same thing as what? It's the same thing as CB. Our together is based on there. So in order for you to know NB, you just remove it from what? From CB. Are we together? Are you getting it? Great. All right. So NA, okay, NA. So NA, let me just clean up this. Okay. NA, they are saying NA. So it means you are coming from where? You are coming from N going to A. How are you going? You are going like this. And you know what? You know already this vector is what? Is 3S. Are we together? Correct. How do you get 2 3 if I'm only saying 3?
Because M is the midpoint.
That is correct. Because M is the midpoint. Are we together? Remember, you are going like how? You are basically coming from here, and then you add this one here again. But you know that from here to there is just what is 3. This is again from here to there is going to be 3. It means that the whole of A, B is going to be what? 2, 3. It's like from here to there is 3S, and this is S again. Out together. So the whole from here to there is going to be 4S. Yes.
Okay, sir. The next question, sir.
We are not yet done. We are not yet done. So therefore NA is going to be what? 3S plus what? 2C. So it's going to be 3S plus 2C. Okay. So that is actually it. Now we move to the next question, whereby we have yes. The line under the letter like this. It's when it's actually written. Okay, when it's printed, it's actually going to be in that form. Are we together? But this is what they give you. You know how they give you this? They give you this in this form, like maybe A equals 1. You know that one and -3 like that. And they give you R, but they don't even put that one there. So R, they give you that maybe 5 and 6 like that. Are we together? Okay. Yes. Yes, Chance? No. This one you are going to you are not. Actually, we do not have that one, which is not, né? So we have this. When you are writing the answer here. No, the answer you will just say, you write that what do they want? They want that vector NA is equal to what? 3S plus 2C. You are correct. A vector has what? Magnitude and direction. You are correct like that. It's like you are finding your Y and you get it to be 5. And you go there that your Y is going to be what? Is going to be 5. Great. All right. So yes, the next one says show that Cx is actually that one. How do you show that one? Yes. Mhm.
So must first find what is PM.
You should find show that Cx is actually what?
Yeah, find PM.
You find C? Cm. No. No, all right? So remember Cx, ne? Okay, it's fine. I'll take over now. Remember C. Yes, I like it because we are really involved. Everyone has his or her own input. Ne? I like it, okay? But in the end, we need to move. Okay? So Cx, remember Cx is going to be what? You are coming from C, going to what? Going to X. Are we together? Mauritius, you said what? You must first find C to M. It's fine, it's okay. But the only routine that you are going to take there, in order for you to find that one, is going to be what? Your Cx is going to be C N. I don't have it up there now, or maybe we are supposed to do it up there because we can see. Okay, I think we have to do it up here because the figures are up there and some people are online. They actually have to see them.
XM is 3/5.
All right, so we need to show that Cx, vector Cx is actually what? 2/5 of what? 4s plus 2, okay? So how do we go about it, okay? Cx, it means you are coming from where? From C to X altogether. How you are actually right if we know what? If we know Cm, but we don't have sufficient information for this one at all. Yes?
So, do you know what I did to find CF?
Cm.
So, since Cx was already given 2/5, 4s plus t, and then I did like from Cx, then it means x to m will be 3/5, 4s plus t.
You are right. You can find Cm. Cm, there's many ways to get that one out together. But remember that your An is going to be part of it. No matter what you are going to use, your An is going to be part of it. So it's either you go like this, remember, for you to find what Cx, Cx to x, you can go like this, and then you go like this, and then you come there. You get it. You already know this vector. This one is what? Is 3, and not 3, but is what? Is 4s, okay? That one is actually 4s. You know this one is 4s. Are we together? And you also know this one is actually what? The whole of it is 2c. The only thing that you should know is what? Is ax. Are we together? The only thing that you should know is ax. Therefore, your Cx, your vector Cx is actually what? Is actually your Cn, vector Cn plus what? Plus actually 1/5. 1/5 of, not sure what is happening. 1/5 of Na. I have not written that one.
Sir,
Yes.
that's it. It's NX5.
Come again.
Where from the explanation they gave about the X5.
Is N?
X.
No, like, and
N is
the
5 and
process.
it's trying to check it. And it's not N is not equal to 5 and 8. Now I'm saying NX 5 for 1/4.
Yes, sir. I have gotten you there. I have gotten you there. I just want you guys to have a look at this. I'm not trying to meet time, but we will. Are we together? Now look on the board, class, ne? Look on the board. It's going to be what? Remember your CX, ne? Your CX is going to be your CN. This CN plus what? 1 over 5 of what? 1 over 5 of your NA. Vector NA. Out together. Because here they say 1 here. They say what? They say 4 there. It means we need to know our NA out together. Because this one here, the whole of this, that is what we need to find. We already know this, and then we go like that, we have it. That is the way out together. So we need to find what? We need to find NA. What is NA? NA is going to be what? NA, your N vector NA is going to be what? Is going to be 4s plus what? Plus 2t. Remember, you are going like this, right? Yes. So remember? Yes, yes, you are correct. Thank you. I have not seen that one. Okay. So this one is actually what? Is 3s. Okay. I want a different color. All right. So NA is going to be 3s. 3s. Now from here, remember that is the 3s. And then you add what? You add the 2t, but remember as well as what? You are again going to add AX there. Yes. You are going to add AX there. Yes. Come again.
Easier way. Like first CN is 4s and then just 1 t, then you are ready to proceed.
Yes, I see. Remember, CN is what? I need a different color. Thank you.
4s plus t.
Your CN is actually S, ne? Plus what? Half of that one. Half of that one is basically going to be what? Half of that.
So it is not just 4s plus t for CN. 4s plus t.
For CN.
M, CN. Oh, CN.
CN.
CN is S.
Yes. CN is S plus what? Half of what? Half of NA. And what is NA? NA is basically what? NA is basically that. Okay. So it's going to be 3s plus what? Plus 2 plus 2t. This is you are actually proving out together. Okay. Remember NA. This NA. This one here is just half of the whole of that. Are we together? Okay, so I will have to work it out again and maybe repeat again because now we are here and there. So the next thing that you need to do is actually what? This is S plus what? You need to multiply that one out. It's going to be 3s over what? Over 5 plus what? Plus those guys online. Are you there? Okay. All right. So plus what? This times that again is going to be 2t over what? Over 5. We are running out of room now. So okay. So you guys you add this one because they are like terms. Are we together? Now we are moving up and down. So it's going to be a challenge to catch up a lot. So when you add that one, you will get what? You get 8 over 5s, isn't it? Yes, you are going to get that one. When you add this one up, you definitely get 8s over 5 plus what? 2t over 5, ne? And then what are we going to do next? We are going to factorize out. Can you see this? Because they are saying show that. I have to go down there. They are saying show that. Oh, thank you. Show that it's 2 over 5. Are we together? And I have even written it up there in the beginning. Yes, 2 over 5 of that. So we need to factorize out 2 over 5. Are we together? So this one will be what? Will be 2 over 5. And then you have what? 4s. Because 2 times 4s will give you what? 8. Okay, remember when you multiply numerator over numerator, denominator over denominator? Yes, it will come. Which 5? The 5, the denominator is from the, or it's we factorize out 5 because it's common. 2 over 5 is common in both. It's a common factor. Are we together? Okay. So we factorize out. And 2 over 5, 2 over 5, 2t divided by 5 divided by 2 over 5 is definitely plus what? Plus t. Okay. So that one is actually the same thing. Maybe I'll have to repeat again. Maybe I'll have to. The focus is right. You know, this one is 5. This is actually 5. I've seen it. This one is 5. You know what is giving you problems? This man right there is the one giving you problems. That is the only one. It means that for you to basically find the vector Cx, I'll have to clean. Yes. Yes. So we multiplied 1 over 5 times 3s is 3s over 5. 1 over this 1 over 5 times that gives you what? 1 over 5. 1 over 5 times that gives you this one. 1 over 5 times that we are removing brackets gives you that one. All together. Then we added this because they are like terms. You take your calculator and say 1 plus 3 divided by 5 will give you 8s over 5. The 1 over 5 is from here. The 1 over 5 is from there. Yes. I told you in the beginning, okay? Just hold on a little bit. I'll come back to you.
So, but like here, it's 5 plus 3s over 5. So how do you like add unlike terms? Because the 5 is not like terms in 3s. But so got 8s.
What do you mean 5?
So added the 5 with the 3s.
This is no, it's 3s over 5.
Yeah.
This is s. It's like s. Just because it's a decimal. This is s. Remember is where remember is where cn. What is cn is s. Okay. So okay, I'm going to repeat again now. I'm going to repeat again. Calculate now. Yes. So remember, I want you to take your calculator quickly. Say 1 plus 3 over 5 will give you what? Yes. Will give you what? Because this is s, it will give you 8s, but it's over what? Over 5. This one, they are not like 10 plus what? 2 over 5. Altogether, 2 over 5 what? C. Okay? This color black problem. Now, the numerator when you are factorizing, what is common? Is 2. Are we together? The denominator, what is common? Is 5. Okay? Then 8 divided by 2 is what? 4. 5 divided by 5 is what? Is 1. Therefore, that one will just be 4 what? 4s. Yes?
How did you get it?
1 plus
1. This one s. Remember 1s. That is just s name. Plus 3 over 5. 3s over 5 will give you what? It will give you 8s over 5. Take your calculator.
that's 4 marks.
Yes. What time you are getting it right? Are you fine with that one? Huh? All right, so I believe we are moving. Yes. Class. Yes, those that are online, are you guys hearing me?
Yes, sir. Can sir please scroll down a bit?
All right, so I'll do. Scroll down. Did you say scroll down?
Yes, sir. Just. Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
All right, sure. Okay, class. Now we are looking at question. We are going to look at question C. Calculate the value of Cx over Cm. Yes?
So, but like at B, can't you like just write 5/5 I mean 4s plus t minus 3/5 4s plus t, you get this one.
Yeah, it's the same. All you need is to show they are not going to give an answer. You are just going to show, but there should be a way of showing it. You are just proving the moment you end, the moment you have ended, remember it's 4s plus what? Yes, 4s plus t. It's done. There's nothing you can do. That's why there's no solution space there. There's no solution space. Where is it? There's no way you can put the answer because you are just showing. All you need to is to show you are not going to give an answer there. You just need to show where are you coming from, where are you going until you get that thing. Okay? So it just 4 marks there, but it's no answer. All right. So the next one says that calculate the value of Cx over Cm. Cx over Cm. I have just deleted something very, very important. I think so. This one is now they are saying we are using this space up because it's where our everything is there. So that you better see it. Okay? They are saying that we should be able to calculate the value of Cx divided by what? Cm. All you need is to know your Cx. What is your Cx? What is your Cx? Cx is right here. Can you see? That is Cx. So you take your Cx and then you put it. Yes. So your Cx is going to be what? It's going to be 2/5 fourth class s plus what? Plus p. I want you guys to be involved. Divided by what? Cm. Divided by Cm. What is Cm? Cm is what? It's just 4x. Remember Cm, your Cm. You are going like this, and then you go like this. This is your 4s, and this is your t. It's just what? 4s plus t. Are we together? They cancel out, and then you have what? Your Cx over Cm is 2/5. Are we together? Okay, so it's going to be this one. All right, so this one is going to be 2/5. The calculations are made up there. Now they are saying the area of this ACX and ACM are together. When you are finding the area, this one is now similarities, similar figures. Okay, when you are finding the area, before I move up there, I want you to know something. This one is called your K. Are we together? It's just something which is in your textbook that you need to know. That if you get it, for you to find any other side, you just multiply any corresponding side. Okay? For you to find the area, you just square. You square that one. That is the area. If they say find the area of that divided by that. If they say find the volume, you cube that one. Are we together? What did they ask? They say the area of that ACX divided by the area of what? ACM. Are we together? So definitely what is that is just going to be what? It's just going to be 2/5. but squared, which is going to be what? 4 over 25. That is your area. Okay? Yes, that is the answer. That is your area. There is no formula is under similarities and congruency. Yes, under similarities and congruency. Okay? So it's like this. So the answer here is just 4 over 25. Okay? Yes, just know that maybe it comes in the exam, they will even give you CX and CM and they say find the area, you square. If they say find the volume, you are going to cube. All together, that is the volume. Okay? Not sure if this question will need time, but probably it will be the last one for today. Yeah? Yes. A is the point, that one, and B is the point again on that coordinate. Class, I want you guys to look on the board right here. Okay? Yes. So when you look at this, what comes in your mind? Coordinate geometry. The midpoint, the perpendicular, what, all together. Coordinate geometry, okay? It says, find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB and give your answer in the form of that, all together. So anything which is perpendicular, it means gradient 1 times gradient 2 should be -1. All we need is to find the gradient. So all we need is to find the gradient of this by using this. Therefore, remember, M1 is what? Is actually Y. This is 1. This is 2. Is Y2 minus Y1 over what? X2 minus X1. Okay? So Y2, what is Y there? Is 10. Minus Y1, what is 1 is 4. Divided by X2 is what? 15 minus what? X1, which is 1. That one will be what? Will be 6 over 14, which is the same thing as what? 2 over 7. Okay? Is it 2 over 7 or 3 over 7? Should be 3, right? So it's 3 over 7. Okay? This is your M1. They are saying that when you are having two equations which are perpendicular, their gradient is just the inverse of the other one with a different sign. Altogether. Yes. Okay. So the inverse, the other equation that we are looking for, the perpendicular now, the equation of the perpendicular one is going to be the inverse of the other one. Altogether with the opposite sign. So therefore, the M2 is going to be what? Is going to be -7 over what? Over 3 altogether. Okay. Yes, we are not yet done. Thank you. All right. Therefore, the equation we are moving to the equation is going to be y equals what? -7 over 3x plus what? Plus c. But we do not know the value of c altogether. I want you guys to remember this. I'm just telling you this thing. When you are finding the equation of a perpendicular bisector, you need to find your midpoint. Because a perpendicular bisector, this line is bisecting that one like that. So 90 degree and 90 degree there and so forth altogether. So this is the coordinate. You need to find the coordinates of the midpoint, the x and the y. So that you substitute them here to find your c and your equation. Altogether. So that is the only 2 points which are on the same lines, on both lines. Okay? So what is the midpoint? How do you find the coordinates of the midpoint? X plus the other x divided by 2. And then y plus the other y divided by 2. Altogether. We have them right there. Okay? So we have them right there. So that one, the x is what? This one is 1 plus 1. 15, right? Divided by 2. And the other one is actually what? 4 plus 1. Plus 10 divided by 2. 1 plus 15 is 16, right? Divided by 2 is 8. Is it? 8. 4 plus 10 is what? 14 divided by 2 is 7. Now we have the coordinate. This is your x, and then this is your y. You can substitute them right here, and then you have your c and you have your equation. Yes, then you have to write it in that form. Okay. So now it means the coordinates, the coordinate here is just what? 8 and what? 8 and 7. This is the only coordinates which are on both. This is the only ones which you can use because it's the midpoint. Are we together? Mm-hmm. You don't understand?
So I need to find.
The time is up, but we are not yet done with it. No, we still have important seconds. Yes, right? Therefore, now you substitute. What is your y? Your y is actually what? Yes, class, we are finishing now. So what is your y? Your y is 7, okay? Your y is 7 equals what? What is your x is 8, okay? Remember? -7/3 multiplying what? Multiply your x, which is 8 plus c. Are we together? So when you work this one out and you take it on the other side, it will surely give you what? You will find your c to be what? Your c to be 77/3. Are we together? Yes. So when you work that one out and take it, add it there. That is your c. Okay. And now y is equal to what? -7/3 x plus 77/3. That is your c. If they say, how do you get c? Work this one out. -7/3 times 8, you get an answer. Numbers on one side, you take it there. Numbers on one side, the whole of this you take it there. It will be 7. Remember, this is negative plus the whole of this. Okay, when you add that one there, it will give you what? It will give you 77/3. Okay, yes, because we want to do. Because you are writing it in this form, you are going to multiply by 3. Okay, you multiply this by 3, this by 3, this by 3. This cancel out, this cancel out, and you have 3y equals -7x plus 77. So remember, the x should be there and the y. So you are taking that one. So it will be 7x plus 3y equals 77. Remember the question papers we are doing? So they are proving you very well. Yes, you have sometimes say that they are parallel.
What?
Parallel, you are just going to use them. But you are going to use the coordinates that are there. They are perpendicular to the coordinates.
It should be.
Remember what is a midpoint? It means where these lines are meeting. Where these lines are meeting, it means what? This is the only point where the x for this line is the same for the x of that line. Where the y of that line is the same for that line. Yes, that's why you need to find that one. So that when you find your x and y is the same, you substitute them where? You substitute them here and there, so that you get it.
Can you go? What's your name, by the way?
Okay, so
Come again.
will
Spelling? double A, double L.
double
Uh-huh.
I.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So remember when you are finding an equation of a straight line, it will be in the form of y equals mx plus c. What do you need to know in this equation? Only two things. You need to know your gradient and your c only. Then it's complete.
So what do you think now now find it? Give us the coordinates of now C or something like that. How would I do it?
The coordinates of c. No, c is not a coordinate, it's a y plus c.
Well, not just C, but just like in general. But the question in the exam,
I would have to see that. I would have to see. That's why you already have your gradient because it's opposite. You have your gradient to be negative z over here. You have it. This is your m, you have it. Now you need to find your c. How do you find the c? You need to know the value of x and y. But how do you get it? Use the midpoint. You need to use the midpoint formula is in the textbook. By adding the two coordinates, divide them. Okay? Because this is the only coordinate, the midpoint of that line is the only coordinate, the x there. If you use this one, which is here on that line, it's not going to give you correct answer because it's not part of that line.
so the only time I can use the
Perpendicular. Yes, parallel. So you just need to see. Sometimes on parallel, they are going to give you one equation. They are going to give you they will give you maybe equation one. They will say, oh, equate this equation 2x plus 4 is parallel to an equation. And then is parallel to equation 8b, to line 8b. And then they will say 1 and 3 is a point on line what? On line 8b. What do you know that when lines are parallel? Their gradients are the same. It means the equation of that line is going to be y equals what? X c. But you need to know your c, then it's complete. How do you find c? Because they told you that this one is a point on line AB. Then you substitute to find your c. But when they are perpendicular, you cannot use this. So you have to find the midpoint, then you substitute. Maybe there is Master Frank coming?
I'm not sure what to call it.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. Even we have his laptop and stuff, his Wi-Fi. He still has to come.
I just called the principal to do submit some things here.
After
I
school.
need to go in, yeah.
Now.
Maybe tomorrow. No, I want us to go back to that. You are going with the bus, and your father is coming to close it. Okay. Or
So
maybe
I'll
she's,
send you the picture of the fish tank.
all right. Or maybe your mom is already here.
No, I have to call you, but I don't know. Okay,
Mhm.
I want to come back. I wanted to come back for you.
No, we explained that.
You got it.
Yeah.
We have not ended the meeting. Oh, sorry, guys, online. The class has ended already. I'm sorry for that. Basically, it has ended and we have just forgotten that you guys are there. So, our apology for that. Are we together?
It's fine, sir.
All right.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can this video please be uploaded on YouTube?
It is
Are you going to?
there. Yes, yes.
Is it already there?
Yes, it is. It is there.
Okay, okay, sir.
Sure. So your concern and from the side.
Mr. K,
Yes, Master Frank.
yes, we are outside there. That was arranging the transfer thing.
All right, so we are coming.
So those learners that are going with the transport, they can just come to the main gate.
All right, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, sir.
Hold on, all questions, can I just end?